Hey everybody, and welcome to the King of Shadows 1111 YouTube channel. This is Queen of Light 1111 here with the Divine Masculines reading. So I just completed the Divine Feminines reading on the Queen of Light 1111 YouTube channel. Now we're looking at masculine. If you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. We have for masculine, the bottom of the deck, the Black Cat. Your luck will soon change. The Hermit card. We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the Tower, but not the Tower in the way that you would think, right? Not that tower that comes forward and, collapses everything. But it just really feels like Divine Masculine is in this energy where, things have been very difficult for him. Okay, maybe he's been going through his own emotional changes, his own challenges in his life. Maybe he's, we know that he's had lots of tower moments, right? And so now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Black Cat, enigmatic and aloof. He has been aloof. He has been temperamental with his affections. He knows this. He knows that he's been mysterious. He knows that he's taken unnecessary risks in his connection with his feminine. He is very aware of the confusion and chaos and procrastination that he has had towards his feminine, and that is all because of his ego. It is all because of his ego, or maybe it has to do with some sort of legal system, or maybe it has to do with a job, but it just very much feels like this Divine Masculine is in his complete awareness that he has been aloof with his feminine. He has been temperamental with his affection with his feminine, that he has been a mystery to his feminine, and he has really jeopardized this connection in many, many ways that didn't need to be done, right? And so he's very aware that he had other options, he had other choices, that he created chaos in this connection, all because he was in his ego, or he was not able to stand in his power. So when Divine Masculine's overall energy towards his feminine, we have the gate. A barrier keeps you from your goal. So masculine here in his overall energy, he knows that he is being kept away from his feminine, whether it's by his own choosing, or frankly, whether it's the divine coming in and blocking the connection. Okay, we know that it can be both. So in this energy, Divine Masculine is dealing with an obstacle, right? There's an obstacle that stands between him and his feminine. The gate can be opened, right? Because once it's opened, it leads to a very, very desirable place. But right now, he's being blocked. Because why? Nine of Wands, ego, wounds, pride. This is what he's holding on to. This is what he's holding on to. And so he's being stubborn. See, stubborn, bold, brave, purpose-driven. But what does it say? Fixed. No. Now is not the time. So in his overall energy towards his Divine Feminine, it's his own ego, his own pride, his own wounds that he's holding on to that is keeping him from coming forward. Okay? And this is exactly why the Divine is saying, no feminine, no. He's at the Nine of Wands, right? We have the Ten of Wands here where the Spirit is saying, someone needs to take accountability. He's not quite at the 10 yet. He's still holding on to his wounds. He's still licking his wounds. He's still feeling like he's the one who was done dirty, or that, feminine did something to him. That's ego. That's his own pride. That is his own illusion. That feminine hurt him, that feminine did something to him, not that he has to be accountable for his own actions and his own behavior. So he's sitting in the Nine of Wands energy. Oh, this is still going on. She was mean to me. She said this to me. But not looking at his own actions and why feminine may have said or reacted or done certain things. It is because he is incapable at this time of taking responsibility for his own actions. So this is exactly why he is not coming forward. But him, in his pride and ego, he thinks he's the one who has created the barrier. But in fact, it is the Divine who says, no, you can't go towards her. You can't go towards your feminine. We're not going to allow that. because you're still in your ego, you're still in your wounds, and that's what you're holding on to. In his mind, when he thinks of his divine feminine, what is he thinking? Griffin, honor and good luck. So there's very much this energy here where he knows he needs to be in his, integrity. He knows that he needs to be in his truth. He knows all of this. So when he thinks of his feminine, he's in this energy where he knows that he needs to honor her and he needs to honor himself. He knows the divine feminine has very high expectations, maybe even a demanding nature. She demands respect. She demands that, you are in alignment with your highest self and your potential. She demands that you are a leader and a king and that he needs to work on himself if he's going to come forward. So when he is thinking about his feminine, he's like, she demands the best of me. She demands, I'm not saying that in a difficult way. It's just like, to him, it may be demanding, but to her, it's like, I'm not asking anything of you that I'm not willing to give myself. I honor myself. I deserve to be honored. You honor yourself, and then you'll honor, our connection. So when he thinks about his feminine, he's like, well, she's got really high expectations. She expects me to be a leader. She expects me to be a king. She expects me to have self-mastery. And that's the only way this connection is going to move forward. So that's the only way I can communicate. So I'm not going to communicate right now. I'm not in my king energy. I'm not in my leadership. I'm sitting here in the 9 of Wands energy, licking my wounds. Nurturing my ego. So in his heart space, he's got the dragon. Strength and wisdom. Again, he knows that he needs to be in this energy of strength, wisdom, and alignment. He knows that if he's not, then it's very, very difficult to be with this divine feminine. He knows that if he's not in alignment, then there is, conflict. There is arguments. There's betrayal. So in his heart space, he's very much in the energy where he knows my feminine is strong, my feminine is wise, my feminine is abundant. I need to be those things too. So he's really in this energy of the Knight of Pentacles, like thinking, analyzing, and using his intuition, but also seeing that his divine feminine to him right now is unattainable. The High Priestess is that energy of someone who like you've put on a pedestal. She's wise, she's knowledgeable, she's unattainable. And until he comes into the energy of strength and wisdom, she's unattainable and things will stay stuck on this earth. If he doesn't start to build himself or rebuild himself and do his duty and work hard in this 3D world, she will always be unattainable to him. Environment. Harlequin. True feelings are masked. He's hiding his feelings, right? He's in his wounds, but he doesn't want to let you know. He doesn't want to let you know that he feels a certain way. He doesn't want to let you know that he feels sad. He's masking how he feels, what's happening in his heart. Why? Because he's in his ego, right? He's in his ego. He's in this energy of, I'm not going to let anybody, make me feel like, I'm not worthy. She's not worthy. So he's an actor. Maybe he's showing that he's all fine on social media or other places or with his friends. Harlequin's an actor whose true feelings are masked in order to gain acceptance, right? He's this energy where he uses humor and he becomes playful so that he's the center of attention, feeding his ego, 9 of Wands. But he's also doing all of that to conceal sadness and loneliness and a broken heart. You know what song I'm hearing? Tears of a Clown by Smokey Robinson. What does it say? Like, there's a smile on my face. I don't know. You guys have to Google the words to it. But it's the Tears of a Clown, right? Everybody thinks a clown is happy, makes everybody laugh. Tears of a Clown. What about it? Seven of Cups. We already got that at the bottom of the deck. Right? We got the Seven of Cups. He's aware that he's procrastinating. He's aware that he's had lots of options that he's chosen because of his ego. Seven of Pentacles. And now he's in this energy of assessment. He's assessing his options. He's assessing himself. He's assessing his chaos. He's assessing his emotions, but he's overindulging in it as well. And notice how we had in Divine Feminine's environment, the King of Earth, the Devil. Here we have the Queen of Earth. So this is the match, right? He knows that he has given up someone who is abundant, who is a queen, who is stable, who is strong, who is persevering. Not someone who just sits in her wounds, but deals with the wounds, heals her wounds, and moves forward. And so he's very much in this energy of hiding his sadness, hiding his broken heart, masking his feelings. You know, maybe he's with other people or, you know, doing other things. Focusing on his job, focusing on money, focusing on anything but what he is supposed to be focusing on. And notice how we have the Seven of Pentacles here in his headspace. We have the Eight of Pentacles, right? Which is the hard work card. Here he's assessing in his environment, but in his head, he knows if I'm going to be with this feminine, I need to be a master of myself. I need to be a leader. And this is exactly what he is thinking this is exactly what's happening in his environment. He's hiding his broken heart. He's overindulging. He's checking out his feelings. And he's like, you know what? Look at this ruling planet Venus. Here's Venus in the heart space of feminine. She's the Empress, goddess of love. She's also the Queen of Pentacles. He knows he's hiding a broken heart, but he's in his assessment phase. He's licking his wounds. He's assessing. He knows he needs to do the work, but he in his ego thinks he's blocking the connection, but the divine is protecting our Empress. If you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.